Hello my guys, gals, and Book Nook pals. It's Pluck the Bunny here with another unboxing. Today we have a special kit. We have Dreamy MiniAlley by MiniAlley. Right off the bat, it's a beautiful box. It really focuses on showcasing the product. That's not really what you see often. You usually see the company branding and stuff, but this starts with the product, and that's always nice when they stand behind their product. Some featured elements in the back: plant shop, restaurant, book cart with what looks like readable book titles, which is nice. Outdoor dining, obligatory hidden cat from every book nook ever, and a books cafe. Some interesting things here. The front is open on top, so build your own desk cover if you're interested in it. A hidden adventure awaits. Unleash a thrilling mobile treasure hunt with your MiniAlley as an optional expansion. So this is cool. Not only do you get a Book Nook kit, but you get an interactive mystery adventure as well. So I'm hooked. And one thing that I really like about this is designed, assembled, manufactured in the USA. MiniAlley.com. It's kind of refreshing to see a book nook that's made and manufactured and sold in the United States. Obviously, we're not all from the US, but as the majority of this industry is run out of China, it's nice to see something a little closer to home. So let's see what we got. Using my Nova hobby knife. I love that, so I don't cut myself. Alright, let's see what we got. Okay, and again, right off the bat, there are clues that can tell us the level of quality of a product. So we'll get to the instruction manual in a second, but I want to focus on here these foam inserts. I'm just seeing this fresh for the first time. I really like this. That's high quality. You can tell the thought and custom design went into not just the kit but the packaging as well. That's usually a very good sign. Let's start breaking down what we see. I'll start with our electronics package. So we have a 4 AA battery box. So we are powered, guys. All right. Looks like we have a lamp. We have a switch of some kind. Oh, it's a toggle switch. I don't know if you guys can hear it. That is a nice sound and tactile feel to it. Looks like we have some a string of fairy lights here. We have some multi-size LEDs, and we have a electronics box. I might have to follow the instructions for this, guys. I don't know. It looks like we have our inputs on the side. I don't know. I'm not familiar with this. I'm excited to learn, though. But this is one aspect, and we can tell this is a smaller company run by someone who loves the hobby and not mass-produced in a factory. This does have the feel of something a little more handmade, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that in a good way. Like artisanal crafted. We have a lot of foliage here. So we have, oh man, we have what I'm sure will be coating my workstation for the next few months. We have some thin grass threads. We have some larger light green trees. We have a bunch of colored flowers. You can tell by the design on this, there's a lot of greenery here, and they give you to you for sure. Let's take a look at what else we have. All right, we have some plant wire, which I'm sure will be for those the overhang, and some other armature wire, some screws, and some collars. All right, we have lots of flower pots. Okay, so on the one hand, it's nice that they look like actual flower pots, and they do look like they are 3D printed. So, so does our cat, our stretchy cat. So our cat definitely 3D printed. We could see the filament lines there. And we could see it, oh, there's some wooden beads, and we could see it on the pots as well. But it does look like they used a lot of infill, and they made sure that these are sanded and finished, and they do look pretty high quality for 3D printed pieces. I'm new to the 3D printing world myself, and I will say that most of my pieces don't look that nice. So let's remove our top inserts, put them to the side for now, and see what we have in our next little envelope. It's not really an envelope, is it? It's a bag, guys. I need to get some sleep. We have some mirror paper, and we have what looks like a transfer decal. So that's not something you see too often, but it does look like we're going to be learning another new technique. Well, I'm not learning, but employing another new technique. And then we have here more foliage, a little bag of leaves. Awesome. Okay, so knowing that there's a mystery here, I'm seeing a couple clues already, but I won't point them out because I don't want to give them away for anyone. But let's start with let's go on to our decals. So it looks like we have more foliage. I did see a big fern in the front. And look at the quality of these books. You can actually read the text on them. Lots of sci-fi stuff, a little fantasy, a little romance, but you can actually read everything, and that's really cool. And I want to see if Blaze Ops is a real book. I'm going to check that out. If you guys know any of these books, if you can read any of them, if you recognize any of them, let me know in the comments. All right, now you know what I skipped? I skipped the instruction manual, and we know from previous videos we can learn a ton about a kit from its instruction manual. So, bound, stapled, nice. Okay, so lots of color off the bat. Love how they suggest a brown marker. Explaining what the different icons mean. And I do like how they not only give you the different elements, but they give you the scans of the runners as well. Looking at these instructions, I'm sorry, I was reading for a second. Full color, which I love, and explicit instructions, which I love. Explaining the steps, telling you what to do, what to glue, where to glue it. So that's a big thing that people are talk about. So even when it doesn't show you in the assembly piece what should be on the outside, it does show you the finished product of each step with a photo, not a drawing. So you know exactly where it should end up. So again, that is an attention to detail and a quality of life feature that you're only going to see from someone who they themselves are building these kits. So you can feel that in here. And then looking at the wiring, explicit directions, which is good because I have a feeling this lighting is going to be a lot. And instructions on how to do all the custom work at the end. And whew, this is gonna be a task. I'm looking forward to it, but this is gonna be a task. And they're smart. They save all the books for the end, all 30 books. So we're running a little long, so let's take a look at our runners really quick again. I will not point out the clues because I don't want to spoil anything. Nice full art. panel to the outside. A little bit of that new kit odor, but it's not that bad, and you actually can smell the wood too. This is some thick wood. I don't know if you can tell, but this is very thick, which is nice. So it looks like our top and our sides and our back, all of these pieces are going to be strong. And I am seeing one of my favorite features. We have different thicknesses of wood. So you can tell here we have the thicker piece and separate here, the thinner piece and the thicker piece, which is really nice. I've been a big fan of that in the Roll Life kits, and I'm glad to see that other people are bringing it in to their kits. This is not a misprint. Most likely this is intentionally backwards. The reason why it's intentionally backwards is because, that's right, when it reflects in the mirror of the Infinity Alley, it will be correct. So that again is another wonderful attention to detail, which is a really good indication of the quality of this kit. This is someone who understands how these kits look after the fact and isn't just worried about getting an effect, but getting an effect that actually works. One thing I am seeing is I'm not seeing my favorite feature in terms of printing, which is the double-sided print. I am impressed on how small the readable text is. You can't read the items on the menu, but you can read that it says menu up top, which is really nice. Oh, and I shouldn't have spoken too soon. We do have our double-sided printing, which means we're not going to have random exposed elements. Here's our mirror for our infinity effect. Our wonderful books, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15. All right. So they don't give us any extra book blanks, which is fine, but that's noted. I really love the outside design of this. This is another cool thing. The photo of the window is out of focus because it is going to be a perspective change, because you're looking at different distances. So it does help with the dimensionality of this and makes it really seem like beyond the book nook is another world, as if we're peering into another dimension when we see into a book nook, which I really, really appreciate. So this is a long video, but I really did want to give a shout out to all these really high quality details that you really are seeing from a maker who is not just a creator, but or is not just a manufacturer, but a creator themselves. So MiniAlley, I only hope I have half as much fun building it, and that I feel like I'm going to just from looking at the products that are here. This is definitely going to be a detailed one. This is not a sit down over the weekend one. But MiniAlley, we're going to be partnering with them for an event coming up in a couple months to correspond with the launch of their newer product. I finally got a chance to get my hand on this one. I'm really excited to give it a shot when I have some time to sit down and give it the attention it deserves. So thank you very much to all my guys, gals, and Book Nook pals. This is Pluck the Bunny signing off. Have a wonderful day.